What's up, you guys, and welcome to another Emblem War review video. Today's video is going to be a little bit different, you guys. With 2019 ending and 2020 coming up, I decided to go ahead and rewatch my 2019 predictions video of what I wanted to do for New Year's resolutions for both my personal, gaming, and also for the channel. So I'm going to go ahead and discuss, did I complete any of those? Which ones did I complete? Did I come close to the other ones, or was I completely way off? And then I'll also set up a New Year's resolution for 2020, and then I'm also going to talk a little bit about updates of what's going to be going on for the channel. So I just want to say happy holidays, you guys. Welcome to the new year, and I just want to say thank you to everyone that has been watching and supporting the channel. I really do appreciate it. So let's go ahead. You'll be seeing that I'll be going through my notes. It makes it a little bit easier so that we can keep a train of thought of what my my New Year's resolutions were last year, as well as what my new ones are going to be for this year. So let's see. For the goals that I set for 2019, I set a goal for how many games I wanted to hit. I was currently at the beginning of the year 850 games. Now, I set a goal to hit 1,500 games. Now, I haven't done a whole estimate of how many games I have because I have loose carts and a bunch of stuff that's still in inventory right now that I haven't been able to count. But going by the app and then what I've counted so far, I've hit about the 1,700 to 1,800 game range, which is fantastic. I've completely got way over the 1,500 mark. Now, if it was closer to 15, I'd probably take a little bit more time before doing this video just to go ahead and do that full count, but I'll have the full count for my room tour coming later next month, end of January. So I was really happy about that, to hit that. That was actually really awesome. The next goal was completing the Nintendo 64 collection. Now, I set the goal to complete it by June. Now, I actually did complete it this year, but I actually didn't complete it until July. And the reason why was because I had a little bit of a problem trying to get the last game. If you haven't seen it, be sure to check out that video when it comes up. I will be doing a complete Nintendo 64 collection video later this month as well. But yeah, the last game, it took me a little bit longer to get, and with the time that it was coming, I had to pay bills, so I wanted to be responsible instead of just completing that collection. So it is officially completed, but it was just 1 month off. The next one was completing the Wii U. Now, at the time that I was doing that, I was about 50 to 60 games into for the Wii U collection, and there's about 161, I believe. Not off the top, I can't remember off the top of my head, but there's about 161 to 165 games for the Wii U. I am currently 24 games away from a complete collection, you guys. And the reason why I decided not to complete, that I wasn't able to complete the collection this year, is because of the simple fact I kind of drifted away from the Wii U to focus on complete in-box N64 games as well as PS2, and I also came to the decision that I wanted to go for a factory sealed Wii U collection as well. So I decided to start buying the games that I didn't have factory sealed. Now, am I buying every single one? No, I got some of the heavy hitters, and any of the ones that are cheap that I don't have yet, I decided to go for those. But I still buy complete in box ones because I want a complete in box Wii U and a factory sealed. So that was actually my main reason why I haven't completed the Wii U collection yet. And then the next thing on the list was going for 150 Switch games. I was at 64 games for Nintendo Switch beginning of 2019. I'm currently at 108. And I have a valid reason for that, you guys. Switch games are expensive. They are from a range of $29.99 for like bare minimum that I've seen so far, unless you're going pre-owned, all the way to $60. And buying new games is not cheap, you guys. It takes a lot of money, and to build a collection of an extra 90 games, that's a lot. That's asking way too much. That's just, yeah, that was, for me, I feel like an unrealistic goal unless I focus specifically on Switch. Now, if I want to go for a complete Switch collection, which I eventually do, I'm going to be basically buying Switch games here and there. I'm not going to be focusing super hard until we probably get another year or two into the Switch life. We have been in there for 2 years now with PS5 and Xbox Series X coming out. who knows what Switch is going to do. So, you know, maybe next year or the year after, I'll start focusing more on Switch games, building up that Switch collection. But to set a full tone for Switch, like an unrealistic one to mainly focus, is probably not going to happen for a while. The next one is the game room completion. Now, beginning of the year, all my games were up here, you guys. Obviously, you can tell from my background, I just have N64, and then at the bottom I have the Wii U, as well as my boxed and regular NES, loose NES games. Everything else is downstairs in the basement right now, and that's where my game room is supposed to be right now. Now, I set a goal to finish it by summer. Now, obviously that has not happened, and the reason why is because it's so expensive to renovate a room, you guys. This house is old. It had, you know, a lot of stuff that needed to be attention, and one of the things that I found out while doing the renovation was there was actually a water leak behind one of the walls, and the reason for that water leak is because of the drainage is so close to the house from the gutters that it's actually seeping into the ground and then getting into the foundation for the walls. So I had this little spot that I had to cut out and then go ahead and fix. Now the main problem is that it costs about $4,000 to $5,000 to move the drainage out about 5 inches from what I need, so it doesn't happen again. And I just don't have that cash. It's just too much money to put into this house. We are renting this house at the moment right now. And you know, for that and to renovate a whole room for something that I'm not permanently going to try to want to live here forever, that's just too much for me to ask. So right now I'm just trying to get that fixed as much as possible and just turn the game room into just a storage area, be able to have shelves in there, and then eventually put a built-in shelves, which, yeah, it sounds like expensive, but I'm going to go the cheap route just so I can have something on there, because these shelves, they don't sit well on the ground because the ground is uneven, just because the house is built in the 1920s. So that is the main thing. We're eventually going to try to buy a house in the next 5 years, hopefully, maybe sooner, just depending on how everything's going. But we'll have to wait and see. So I'm not too bummed about not having the game room and having a full game room down there. The next thing is going to Retropalooza and PRGE. Now, I did go to PRGE this year. I took my son Jimmy. We had a blast, but Retropalooza was basically instantly canceled for me about maybe a month after filming the video for 2019. And the reason why is actually me going into personal details, you guys. Now, a lot of people, now if you know me, I don't really like to talk about my personal life, like my personal problems. I usually keep that with my family and with my family. And that was about towards the end of January. I actually got a letter from a law firm saying that I was being sued, and the reason why I was being sued was because of debt collectors that I owed money for credit cards back in my early 20s. Currently 27, I had maxed out credit cards at 22, and I kind of just threw that in the back of my head and just forgot about it. I chose to forget about it. I was being irresponsible. I'm not gonna make any excuses for that. I chose to be irresponsible for that, and so I thought, well, what are they gonna do? Sue me? Well, apparently they did, and they actually threatened that I could go to jail for this. And I contacted a lawyer, and they said depending on the judge, there is a possibility for that. So I actually had to stop buying stuff for so long in the beginning of the year and focus on trying to make payments to them. Now, luckily, I paid 2 out of the 3 companies. I only owe 1 more company. I'm hoping to pay them off by the end of this year. That is going to be one of my main goals for this next for 2020, is to be debt free and just not owe anyone any more money, which is a goal that I'm going to be mainly focusing on for personal wise. So yeah, after finding that and getting notice, Retropalooza was just not going to happen. It costs too much money to fly there. It costs too much money to rent a hotel. You got to think food, travel, Uber and all that stuff, and then the $1,000 that I wanted to take there. Now, if I didn't owe anyone anything, that would have been easy, done, taken care of. I would have had nothing to worry about. But with that, you know, life happens. Things unexpectedly happen, so I had to be responsible and take care of that. I'm still being responsible and taking care of it anyways. So yeah. And then finally, the last 2 things were definitely way out of the way. I'll kind of go quick for these 2. Live streaming. I wanted to do live streaming at the beginning of the year. I did it with Resident Evil and I did it with Kingdom Hearts 3. I kind of found out that I'm just not that very of a talkative person because I do focus on the game. I can't really multitask by talking and interacting with people, and as well as playing the game and paying attention. So live streaming I did do, but I didn't do it for long. I did it for 2 games. I eventually want to do walkthroughs, play the game, and then talk through it, and being able to do that, but that requires a completely different device I need to hook up for all my systems and hook it up to my computer. I'm eventually going to buy one probably in the next month or so. Hopefully it's not set in stone, but it's just one of those things. It's on my head that I want to get, and hopefully start doing walkthroughs. Like I want to do walkthroughs for retro games and some newer games as well, and as well as just gag videos of me goofing around and stuff like that. And the last one was basically for my channel of how many videos I wanted to do. Looking at this now of the video I did at the early of the year, I actually can't believe I set this many video goals that I wanted to do. An example was I wanted to do 150 vlog videos when I was vlogging. From what I remember, I quit vlogging maybe 3 weeks into it because of that whole ordeal, and I just stopped buying stuff and I kind of fell out of it. I wanted to do 100 reviews. I wanted to do streaming videos as well, and I kind of realized I got myself so pumped up and excited that it burnt me out from doing YouTube videos. Even now, like, it takes me a while to post videos because it's editing and all that stuff. It's just not fun to me. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of mind power, and with my job requiring me to be there during the nights and then coming home and having to sleep, it doesn't give me that much time to work on videos. Now if I work during the days and I got off like at 3 in the afternoon like the other shift does or something like that, then I would have that mentality of being able to do it for an hour or 2 and being able to edit and probably getting a video out more often than I am now, because I'm sitting on like 4 videos and I still need to edit, not including this one, but they will be done and hopefully done by the end of the year. We're on the 28th. I got a couple more days to do it, so we'll see. So yeah, that's the thing for 2019. Now, did I hit every single one? No, I hit 2 out of all the goals. Out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 out of the 8. So I didn't even get 50%. Now, is that something for me to get upset about? No, resolutions are basically things that are trying to get you to motivate to better yourself, to do something. I'm thankful for 2019. I'm thankful to be alive. I'm thankful that I still have an amazing fiance, that we are getting married in 2020. I'm thankful for my family, my friends, my experiences, everything. I'm thankful for my collection for growing so much. I'm thankful for my love of video games. Now, am I gonna be now, you know, and that's the thing, is with all this extra stuff that's happening in my life, you know, I have to really tell myself, you know, what do I want to keep on doing and how hard do I want to go for those things. And one of the biggest things is being a YouTube creator. You know, I'm not doing YouTube just to be famous and make money. It would be great. I would love to be able to just do YouTube full time, buy video games and do all this stuff. And eventually I will when I open my own store and go and do that in the next 4 or 5 years, depending on how everything's going. But right now it's like, you know, with my work, my family, and all this extra stuff, you know, YouTube is not my biggest priority. And so before I talk about my goals, I'm going to go ahead and do updates of what's going to be going on for the channel. I'm not canceling my channel. I'm not shutting off my channel. You know, I'm still going to do it, but, you know, I went from doing vlogs to opening reviews and, you know, Game Hunters videos. And I got to tell you guys, it's exhausting. Game Hunters videos, I've only been just doing Game Hunters videos lately, and even that has just been so exhausting because I'm having to think of all the shoots, I'm having to do commentary, a lot more edits, I'm having to do pricing, I'm having to think about music, I'm having to get permission from all these companies, and trying to make a 20 to 40 minute video per one. And that's too much for me right now, you guys. That's too much on my plate. So I am going to be doing vlogs. They're not going to be daily vlogs. They're not going to be 10-minute videos every single time. Some might be 5 minutes, some might be 8 minutes, some of them might be 40 minutes. Now, am I going to give up on the Game Hunters? No, it's just going to be something I'm probably going to work on later down the road. I'll finish up the videos that I have now, post them, and then I'll do vlogs, and then I'll still do my monthly videos of everything that I got. And I actually enjoy that by showing everything all at once. I can go ahead and show everything and tell the story, be able to do all that. So I'm actually more excited about doing vlogs of just showing you the places, because that's what I still do in the Game Hunters, but instead of having to do commentary and having to go in descriptions for every single game and having to show everything, plus also having to remember all these extra prices and everything, it's one of those things I don't have the time for. So I'm going to be doing vlogs, but they're not going to be as detailed as they were for the Game Hunters videos. It's just too much work, and I'm taking a step back. Now, I'm hoping you guys like the vlogs a lot better than the Game Hunters videos. Maybe do a vlog once or twice a week, and I'm not going to be taking my camera with me either. I'm going to be taking my phone. I'm going to be getting an upgrade on my phone here in the next month or so, because my contract, I'll be officially done paying my phone. So I'll be able to upgrade my phone. And you know, the biggest thing for me too is taking my camera. It's a big camera. It's a Nikon D5300. And if you know about cameras, it's kind of awkward, because you know, when I want outdoor shots or anything like that and people see a camera, it acts weird. And you know, how I react is around how other people react. If I'm making other people uncomfortable because I'm carrying this camera, I'm gonna feel uncomfortable, and I just don't want to do it. But with my phone, it makes it so much easier, because people see all the time cell phones out, and with cell phone technology now, they're almost as good as regular cameras. And I feel like with the new upgrade, it'll do a lot better for me. I still have my microphone, I still have my holder for my phone as well, so make it easier for me too. Plus also, I don't have to carry all this extra baggage with me as well. It'll be a lot easier. I can still input my videos from my phone onto my computer and then go from there. So that's how my vlogs are going to be. They're going to be on my phone for a while. Until I get that motivation to do Game Hunters and want to do stuff. Maybe Game Hunters, maybe do once a month. Just go real big on something, skip a vlog week or something like that. I don't know, but right now I'm just gonna do vlogs and then do monthly pickup videos of everything that I pick up, whether it's at game stores, Goodwill, eBay, Amazon, anything like that. Anything that I'm adding personally to my collection. So that's gonna be it for what's going on for the channel, and then I'll be going into what my goals are going to be for 2020. And I'm actually going to cut this clip right now, you guys, because my camera's almost going to die for this part. Alright, and so now with my goals for 2020, you guys, I kind of really set myself with realistic goals. I'm not going to worry about subscribers. I'm not going to worry about how many videos I'm going to do. I'm not going to worry about, you know, how well the content's going to be or anything. I'm not going to set for, oh, I want to go to PAX West or Retropalooza this year, because I know those things are not going to be realistic. I set myself realistic goals this year. I'm trying not to shoot for the moons. I'm just trying to get myself motivated a little bit more, because I got so many personal things going on, especially this year. And so one of the things for my personal goals, you know, like I said earlier, is to get myself out of debt. Last year I owed $10,000. Yeah, $10,000. I now owe maybe $4,000. So I cut that more than half, and I can get the rest done this year. And that is my main goal, is to get that done completely, focused on, done with, and I'll be able to get a really good start in February. Hopefully, if tax season's actually good to me for this year. But that is my main goal for that. My next goal for my personal is to get my teeth worked on. I have problems with my teeth. I have some teeth that are probably going to need to be exchanged and put new permanent ones in. Hopefully that's not going to kill my budget this year either. I know it's not cheap, but hopefully with my insurance it'll help out. So I'm hoping to get my teeth worked on, especially before I get married in August. And yeah, I'm getting married in August, and it's the same weekend as PRGE. Now thankfully my fiance is awesome. She's actually gonna let me get married. We're getting married on Friday, and then she's actually gonna come with me to PRGE for Saturday, and then we're gonna go enjoy our honeymoon partial of our honeymoon the rest of the time. And what I mean by that is this honeymoon's kind of like just a getaway after getting married. Our official honeymoon won't be until 2021. I'll go more into that following year and stuff like that, just depending on how everything else goes. Now, the other big thing I'm trying to do as well is, you know, saving money up for a house. I want to buy a house in 5 years. Now, is that too much to ask? Probably right now, because my credit is not doing so well because of all these collections and all these things that have been going on. But in 5 years, I can get my credit up high enough to do that, and as well doing that, I can put money away to build up a savings. I can be able to put money away for a down payment for a house within the next 5 years. Now, that house I'm hoping is big enough for both me, Selena, the kids, and for a big game room. Now, that's the house I'm going to be looking for, is something that accumulate for my game room, as well as something that works for my family as well, without us having to pay a $1 million mortgage or anything like that. The other thing as well is, this is actually something I'm doing for myself, for my health, and for Selena as well. Now, a lot of people don't know, I drink a lot of Rockstars, probably 2 cans a day. And I do that on my work days because I work nights and I get tired and coffee just doesn't work for me. I also smoke a lot. I go through a pack of cigarettes a day. So my health is not the best. I am actually terrified to see what my lungs and my heart look like. But I am actually officially quitting smoking cigarettes and drinking energy drinks, and as well as soda and anything like that. It will be just straight coffee. It'll be regular coffee, and I'm going to be going on the nicotine patch and chewing gum. Not the nicotine gum, just regular gum whenever I have the urge to smoke. I've been thinking about this lately, and I'm doing it for my fiance, and I'm doing it especially for my health, because I want to be here for my family for as long as possible, and I know cigarettes and these energy drinks really don't do that well, and they're horrible for my body as well. Those things are a big reason why my teeth are so messed up, because I've been drinking and smoking those things since I was 18. And yeah, that's a big thing for me, so I'm gonna be really looking forward to it. I know I'm gonna be cranky and go through withdrawals and everything because I've depended on these things for so long, but I'm hoping the gum and the coffee helps me out a lot. Now for video games, you guys, which is, you know, I always have to set video game goals. I did set myself, so, you know, for not that unrealistic goals. The biggest thing is, how many games do I want by the end of 2020? I set a goal for 2,000 games. Now, is that a lot of games? You know, if I'm at 1750 to 18, which I think I am, that's an extra 200 to 250 games. That's not a lot. I probably can get that done by June or July if I really like pushed it or anything like that. But I feel like I can get that. I went over my main goal for this year by 200 to 300 games anyways. But I'm not going to set myself like a unrealistic, like, oh, 3,000 games or 2,500, because I don't really want to feel like, oh, I have to buy all these games because I set a goal for that. I want to buy the games that I want to try, and I want to buy the games that I need for specific sets. So yeah, 2,000 I feel like is a realistic. I'm probably going to hit it over, but at the same time, it's still going to make me feel great knowing that I set a goal and I met it and exceeded at it. The next thing is the Wii U collection. I am going to finish the Wii U collection this year. I'm not going to set a specific month because of the simple fact I don't know when I'm going to get it done. But I will get it done. Leading up to my next goal, starting and completing this other Nintendo collection. Now, a lot of you are probably thinking, well, why are you going to start and complete a whole new collection if you're trying to save money and all that stuff? This collection only has 14 games, and if you don't know what system has 14 games, it's the Nintendo Virtual Boy. I've been wanting to collect Virtual Boy games and try them out for the longest time, and because they're rising up so much right now, I'd rather get this collection done and out of the way so I don't have to worry about it and I can try these games while they're dirt cheap. Now, they usually go for complete in box about $30 to $40 depending. Some drastically go up to $300. I think the most expensive one is like a $300 to $400 game. That's still not too expensive if you think about complete in box N64 or NES games or SNES. So I got to take advantage of that as soon as possible. And I feel like after I complete the Wii U, I can get the Virtual Boy done as soon as possible. Am I going to break my wallet for it? No, I'm going to take my time. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy the games, get myself a system and be able to play them. But I definitely feel like I can get the Virtual Boy done with that. The next thing is, you know, I'm currently sitting at 342 NES games. Now that's including licensed and unlicensed. I'm going for a complete, all general Nintendo system. I'm going for the North American release right now, but I'll still pick up the unlicensed ones as well as the variant screws, like 3 and 5 screws. So I might be at like 320 right now for if I did all the titles. So I'm literally about almost halfway there for the complete North American. I want to try to get 500. Hit 500 North American only, 500 North American released NES games. That's not including the screw difference, that's not including label difference or anything like that. 500. Now, is that an unrealistic goal? I don't know. I don't think so, because there are a lot of NES games that I don't have that are still cheap. I'm gonna try to go for those screw differences as well as the unlicensed, because I want to eventually just get those knocked out before I try to get them all complete and boxed, which that's gonna be years down the road before I even try to get that complete. But yeah, I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to actually knock off the rare expensive ones complete and boxed as well. Those ones, because if I can get the rare expensive ones complete and box, I feel like I can transition into going for a complete and box N64 and NES a lot easier, and that's what I'm doing with the N64 as well. I'm not going to try to complete the N64 this year because I'm not going to be able to afford a Sculptor's Cut complete and box, or a Super Bowling, or a Stunt Racer, or all of them. There's just no way. It's just too expensive and a system to go for, which is actually leading to my next resolution. I'm currently sitting at about 60 complete and box N64 games. I want to hit 100. Now, that might be possible, especially with me going, I don't know, with me focusing on Virtual Boy and Wii U as well as NES. But it might be possible because I still have a lot of cheaper, under $100 N64 games that I need that are complete in box. And the thing is when I buy N64 games now, I have a lot of cartridges that I turned in and get cash, or I turn in and get trade credit and trade them into other stores and get rarer ones. Most of the time I do it at Double Jump. But yeah, that helps me out a lot. And so doing that helps me get closer to my goal. So I feel like 100 complete in box N64 games is possible. So we'll see, but that is one that I'm going to try to focus on as well, because I do eventually want to complete that N64 either 2021 or 2022. And then finally is for the business. Now, I haven't really been talking a lot about my business lately, and there's actually a good reason for that. So I actually was in a partnership with my oldest brother, and we basically started buying games January with our tax return and started building an inventory. Well, mid-April he kind of basically bailed out of it, so I had to pay him back, and I officially paid him off for everything in November. So because he invested about $1,000, so I had to pay him back and pay him here and there to be able to get that out of the way. So now my business, I'm officially trying to build up inventory a little bit after, once I get out of debt and completely out of debt. That's when I'll be focusing on the business. So until I get the debt taken care of and start building up my credit, I'm not going to worry about the business until then. So hopefully by the end of the year or beginning of 2021, I'll be able to start buying games and building up an inventory, because I want to be able to open my store in 3 to 5 years. I want to be able to do that, and I feel like I can do that if I can get a good inventory and get my name out there. But I can't do that if I owe money to all these other people, and you know, I'm paying all this extra stuff. Now when that happens, who knows what's going to go on for my collection, because I'm not going to be able to buy nothing but games for my collection. I'm going to have to be able to buy games for the store and be able to look at places, because who knows where I want to do for the location. My original thought was to buy a house, but with this situation, who knows, of us trying to buy a house as well, I can't afford 2 mortgages at once. Unless I can get the business to make enough to pay off for the mortgage itself and for mine, who knows. But I'll go more in depth of that after. But for the business, it's going to be not on hold. I'll buy stuff here and there, but it's mainly going to be, I'm going to be focusing on finishing off my debt, and once my debt's done, then I'll start working on the business. So that is going to be my resolutions review of 2019, going over my channel and going over my resolutions for 2020. I know it's a little bit of a long video and it's just basically a lot of just here and there stuff, but I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. If you watched this entire thing, if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit like, be sure to subscribe, and look forward to all the videos I'm going to be doing this year, you guys. I'm going to have my game room tour at the end of January. I got a PRGE video that I'm going to be doing for the swap meet. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos. I got another pickup video that I gotta edit, and I got a lot of videos coming up, so be sure to check out those, you guys, and I will see you guys later. Everyone have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.